Good morning, children. Welcome back to economics class. Okay, today we want to discuss a new chapter from our economics. We already completed two chapters. The first one is the development, the second one is the sectors of the Indian economy. Okay, and also conducted test paper. Now, we want to discuss a new chapter. Before discussing that chapter, we want to say something about that topic. Okay, here we want to study this. For example, I want buy one thing. For example, pen. I want buy this. How can I buy this pen? Maybe you think about go to shop and buy it. That okay. Yeah. There we want to give something. What is that? Money. What is that? Money. Because it have value, maybe 5 rupees or 10 rupees, we want to give that amount that we call money. But now we want to discuss our new chapter. What is that? Money and credit. Okay, our third chapter, money and credit. What is our chapter name? Money and credit. Okay, we know one thing, money. We want to buy anything. With the help of money, we can buy everything. Okay, listen, that means it may be anything chosen to common concern as a medium of exchange. Money is the medium of exchange. We want to buy anything. With the help of money, we can buy. But earlier time, that means before using the money, here existed one system. Which system? Barter system. You heard about barter system? Yes. The junior class we already discussed what is barter system. Exchange goods each other. അല്ലേ? സാധനങ്ങൾക്ക് പകരം സാധനങ്ങൾ കൈമാറുന്ന സിസ്റ്റം. ഇപ്പോൾ ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, I want rice, but I have wheat. How can I buy rice? Firstly, I want to reach a place of rice seller and want to ask, you need wheat? If he is ready to buy wheat, I will get rice. But he is not ready to buy my item, I mean wheat. I want to exchange my item to other. That means the rice seller or that farmer need maybe coconut. But firstly, I want to collect coconut from other person for giving this wheat. അല്ലേ? ഈ ഗോതമ്പ് കൊടുത്ത് കോക്കനട്ട് വാങ്ങിയിട്ട് ആ കോക്കനട്ടും കൊണ്ട് പോയിട്ട് വേണം റൈസ് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ. Is it easy? No, very difficult, and also there is some problem. On that occasion, we decided we want to change this situation. Here, everybody can buy everything. Here need one mediator. Okay. Here need one mediator. Here we choose that mediator, that is the money. Money is the medium of exchange. Okay. Here we used money as the medium of exchange. We will choose that okay. All of you look your textbook. Chapter 3, Money and Credit. The first, money as a medium of exchange. Money as a medium of exchange. Money as a medium of exchange. The use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. Look around you and you would easily be able to identify several transactions involving money in any single day. Can you make a list of these? In many of these transactions, goods are being bought and sold with the use of money. Listen, here is many transactions. These all transactions going through with the help of money. In some of these transactions, services are being exchanged with money. For some, there might not be any actual transfer of money taking place now, but a promise to pay money later. Most of the activities, there is transactions done with the help of money. In certain cases, now without use of money, but later there is a promise of later there is a get some money. That means all activities done through, or they are all transactions done with the help of money. Is it clear? Have you ever wondered why transactions are made in money? The reason is simple. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service that he or she might want. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. Listen, here one question arises. Which question arises? Have you ever wondered why transactions are made in money? A person, what is the reason? A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service that he or she might want. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. We can purchase any item with the help of money. Okay, listen here. Everyone prefer to receive payment in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. For example, a farmer, he sell his product for what? For collecting money. That money used for other purposes. He need other things. He want to buy some clothes. With the help of this money, he can buy everything. Same thing in any area, in everywhere. Okay, all person want money. Here is all transactions we can do with the help of money. Take the case of a shoe manufacturer. He wants to sell shoes in the market and buy wheat. Here is one example, a shoe manufacturer. He wants to sell his shoes to the market because he wants to buy wheat. The shoe manufacturer will first exchange shoes that he has produced for money and then exchange the money for wheat. Imagine how much more difficult it would be if the shoe manufacturer had to directly exchange shoes for wheat without the use of money. Listen, here is one example in case of a shoe manufacturer. A shoe manufacturer needs some wheat. How can he collect the wheat? So simple. Firstly, he sells his product. Which product? Shoe. Okay. Then he collects some money. That money using for what? For buying wheat. That's so simple. But you just imagine there is no money. But a shoe manufacturer needs some wheat. What can he do? ഷൂ കൊണ്ട് കൊടുത്തിട്ട് കുറച്ച് ഗോതമ്പ് താതാറിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഗോതമ്പ് വിൽക്കുന്ന ഷൂ മതിയോ? അയാൾക്ക് ഷൂ അല്ല ആവശ്യം, അയാൾക്ക് ഡ്രസ്സായിരുന്നു ആവശ്യം. അപ്പോൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യുക? ഫസ്റ്റ്ലി ഹി വാണ്ട് ടു ചേഞ്ച് ദിസ് ഐറ്റം. ഷൂ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് ഡ്രസ്സ് കിട്ടുന്ന സ്ഥലം എവിടെയെന്ന് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യണം. എന്നിട്ട് ആ ഡ്രസ്സ് കൊണ്ട് കൊടുത്താലേ വീറ്റ് കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഡ്രസ്സ് സെല്ല് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്ക് ഷൂ ആവില്ല ചിലപ്പോൾ ആവശ്യം. മേ ബി ഹീ നീഡ് റൈസ്, അരിയായിരിക്കും ആവശ്യം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഷൂ മാനുഫാക്ചറർ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? എവിടെ നിന്നാണ് റൈസ് കിട്ടുക നോക്കണം. ആ റൈസ് കളക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ക്ലോത്ത് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യണം. ക്ലോത്ത്സ് എല്ലാം എടുത്തിട്ട് ക്ലോത്ത് അല്ലേ, ഗാർമെൻറ്റ്സ് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യണം. ആ ഗാർമെൻറ്റ്സ് കൊണ്ടുപോയിട്ട് ആർക്ക് കൊടുക്കണം? വീറ്റ് സെല്ലറിന് കൊടുക്കണം. ഇസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസി പ്രോസസ്? നോ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ഡിഫിക്കൾട്ട് പ്രോസസ്. ലിസൺ, he would have to look for a wheat growing farmer who not only want to sell wheat but also want to buy the shoes in exchange. That is, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodity. This is known as double coincidence of wants. Listen, here we discussed in case of shoe manufacturer need wheat. Listen, he would have to look for a wheat growing farmer who not only want to sell wheat but also want to buy the shoes in exchange. അല്ലേ? അദ്ദേഹം എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണ്? അയാൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വീറ്റ് സെല്ലറിന് ഷൂ ആവശ്യമായതുകൊണ്ട് ഷൂ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് വീറ്റ് വാങ്ങാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വീറ്റ് കൊടുത്തിട്ട് ഷൂ വാങ്ങാം. ബോത്ത് ആർ ലിസൺ. That is, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodity. This is known as double coincidence of wants. ഓക്കെ, എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരേ സമയത്ത് രണ്ട് പേര് ഒരേ ഐറ്റം തന്നെ വാങ്ങാം. ഈ ഡബിൾ കോയിൻസിഡൻസ് നിർബന്ധിതരാവുകയാണ്. ഷൂ കിട്ടിയെങ്കിൽ വീറ്റ് വാങ്ങുമ്പോൾ വീറ്റ് കൊടുത്തെങ്കിൽ ഷൂ കിട്ടുള്ളൂ എന്നുള്ളത്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. വാട്ട് എ പേഴ്സൺ ഡിസൈർ ടു സെൽ ഈസ് എക്സാക്ട്ലി വാട്ട് ദ അതേഴ്സ് വിഷസ് ടു ബൈ. What a person desires to sell is exactly what the other wishes to buy. In a barter system where goods are directly exchanged without the use of money, double coincidence of wants is an essential feature. Double coincidence of wants is an essential feature. Listen, what is double coincidence of wants? Both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. Both parties sell and buy each other's commodities is known as a double coincidence of wants. Here, especially in barter system's speciality or a main feature, that is the double coincidence of wants. Is it clear what is double coincidence of wants? Okay. Then, in contrast, in an economy where money is in use, money by providing the crucial intermediate step eliminate the need for double coincidence of wants. Money eliminate the double coincidence of wants. Listen, in contrast, in an economy where money is in use, when we use the money by providing the crucial intermediate, okay, here is one important intermediate step, it eliminates the need for double coincidence of wants. There need double coincidence of what? Barter system's speciality or main feature, double coincidence of what? What is the meaning of double coincidence of wants? ബോത്ത് പാർട്ടീസ് ഹാവ് എഗ്രി ടു സെൽ ആൻഡ് ബൈ ഈച്ച് അതേഴ്സ് കമ്മോഡിറ്റി. രണ്ട് പേരും വിൽക്കാനും വാങ്ങാനും, ഞാൻ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് നിങ്ങൾ വാങ്ങാനും, നിങ്ങൾ ഒരാൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയ പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ഞാൻ വാങ്ങാനും, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ഓക്കെ. ബോത്ത് പാർട്ടീസ് ഹാവ് to agree to sell and buy each other commodity. This is known as the double coincidence of wants. അത് എപ്പോഴും പ്രാക്ടിക്കബിൾ അല്ല അല്ലേ. ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് പീപ്പിൾ ഹാവ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് നീഡ്സ്, അപ്പോൾ ദേ കാൺ സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ. On that occasion, here is one important mediator came. Who is that? That is our money. It is no longer necessary for the shoe manufacturer to look for a farmer who will buy his shoes and at the same time sell him. At the same time, sell him wheat. All that has to do is to find a buyer for his shoes. Once he has exchanged his shoes for money, he can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. Since money acts as intermediate in the exchange process, it is called a medium of exchange. Listen, here double coincidence of wants or a double coincidence of wants, it is not practicable in every cases. For example, in case of manufacturer, firstly he want to search who want his product അല്ലേ, തൻ്റെ ഷൂ ആർക്കാണ് ആവശ്യമുള്ളതെന്ന് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കണം. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ഡിഫിക്കൾട്ട് പ്രോസസ്സ്. ബട്ട് ഇൻ കേസ് ഓഫ് ദ യൂസ് ഓഫ് മണി ദർ ഈസ് നോ പ്രോബ്ലം. ഫസ്റ്റ്ലി വി വാണ്ട് ടു ചേഞ്ച് അവർ പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ടു മണി. വി ക്യാൻ ബൈ എനി ഐറ്റം വിത്ത് ദ ഹെൽപ്പ് ഓഫ് മണി. Or listen, all he has to do is find a buyer for his shoes. Once he has exchanged his shoes for money, listen, the manufacturer wants his shoes exchanged for money, he can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. He can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. Since money acts as an intermediate in the exchange process, is called medium of exchange. That's why money is called a medium of exchange. Is it clear? Money acts as a medium of exchange. What is the reason behind it? Because it is very helpful. Listen, it can help avoid the double coincidence of one. Okay. Then money as a medium of exchange, related to that topic, here is one question. Not only one, some more questions. First one, define double coincidence of one. From this topic, here is included. What is the first question? Define double coincidence of ones. What is double coincidence of ones? In the barter system, when demand of two persons for each other's commodity is raised at the same time, it is called a double coincidence of ones. What is double coincidence of ones? Yes. In the barter system, when demand of two persons for each other's commodities raised at the same time, it is called a double coincidence of wants. Or here is included, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodity is known as a double coincidence of wants. The second question, how does money act as an intermediate in the exchange process? What is my question? How does money act as an intermediate in the exchange process? How? Money eliminates the need for double coincidence of wants. Money eliminates the need for double coincidence of wants. Example, once the shoe manufacturer exchanges his shoes for money, he can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market. Listen, once he exchanged his product, listen, once he exchanged his shoes for money, he can purchase any item, wheat or other item he can purchase with the help of money. That's why money acts as a medium of exchange or a intermediate in the exchange process. Is it clear? Okay. Then how does the use of money make it easier to exchange things? How does the use of money make it easier to exchange things? Because the use of money makes it easier to exchange things. Because money by providing the crucial intermediate step. Money by providing crucial intermediate step eliminate the need for double coincidence of wants. Highlight the inherent problem in double coincidence of wants. Inherent problem of double coincidence of wants. എന്താണ് അവിടെ എന്നുള്ളത്? The inherent problem in double coincidence of wants is that both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. Okay, there is a highlight one inherent problem. Which problem? Both parties want to agree. What? Listen, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's product. പരസ്പരം നമ്മൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത് ഞാൻ വിൽക്കാൻ തയ്യാറാണെങ്കിൽ അയാൾ അതെന്താണ്, ഇപ്പോൾ എക്സ് വൈ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ രണ്ടാളാണ്. എക്സ് പതിച്ച പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് വൈ വാങ്ങുമെന്ന് കമ്പൽ ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, എഗ്രി ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കാൾഡ്. ഓക്കെ, then also here is a define money. How can we define money? Money refers to a medium of exchange used in economic transactions or in exchange of goods and services. Is it clear? What is money? It refers to a medium of exchange. Money refers to a medium of exchange used in economic transactions or in exchange of goods and services. Then, transactions are made in money because it eliminates the inconvenience of the barter system of exchange. Transactions are made in money. Here all transactions made in money or through money. The transaction process through money. What is the reason? Because it eliminates the inconvenience of barter system of exchange. In an economy where money is in use, money by providing the crucial intermediate step eliminate the need for double coincidence of wants. Listen, all of you listen here. Now we discuss only one topic. We discussed that, a small topic, but here is so many questions related to that. Answer is the same, slight change. You want to give more care about this topic. All of you listen. SS speciality line by line. You expect a question line by line. That's why again and again I repeat the same thing, because it is very, very important. Is it clear? Okay, listen. I repeat, transactions are made in money because it eliminates the inconvenience of barter system of exchange. In an economy where money is in use, money by providing the crucial intermediate step and eliminate the need for double coincidence of wants. Then another point, the use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. There are several transactions involving money in any single day. Listen, the use of money spans a very large part of everyday life. There are several transactions involving money in any single day. Okay, several transactions with the help of money. Here is several transactions done. Is it clear? Then here is other questions also included. How does money solve the problem of double coincidence of wants? Explain with an example. We discussed that in case of again another example. For example, it would be necessary for the farmer to look for cloth manufacturer who will buy his grains and at the same time sell him cloth. Thus money has solved the problem of, because now people do not have to search for one who will be ready to exchange his goods. This is because now money acts as a medium of exchange. That means in the barter system, there is a barter system feature double coincidence of 1. We want to exchange our item, that is a difficult process, but when we use the money, it is very easier. Okay. Then here we discussed some more questions. I just read what are the questions. First, define double coincidence of ones. Then, how does money act as a intermediate in this exchange process? Then, what is the reason for accepting paper note as a medium of exchange? We didn't discuss that question. I just what is my question? What is the reason for accepting paper notes as a medium of exchange? Paper notes are accepted as a medium of exchange because the currency is authorized by the government of the country. Here, paper note that we accepted the medium of the exchange, money that is mainly used to the paper notes. What is the reason behind it? Because, yes, this currency is authorized by the government of the country. This currency is authorized by the government of the country. Next question, how does money act as a medium of exchange? Or why is money used for exchange? Another question, how does the use of money make it easier to exchange things? Next question, highlight the inherent problem in double coincidence of ones. Next, define money. Then, how is money used in everyday life? Explain with examples. Another question, how does money solve the problem of double coincidence of ones? Explain with an example. Then, what was the shortcoming of the barter system that led to the evolution of money as a medium of exchange? What are the shortcomings of? What is the meaning of shortcomings? പോരായ്മകൾ എന്തൊക്കെ പോരായ്മകളാണ് എന്നുള്ളത്. Or how can money easily exchange it for goods or services? Give example to explain. Or do you think money makes it easier to exchange things? Give examples to explain. And also some more questions. Okay, I repeat, what was the shortcomings of the barter system? All of you listen here. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or services that he or she might want. Okay, when we want any commodity or services, if we have money, we can buy, we can choose, we can collect. Okay, everyone prefer to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that he or she wants. Listen, everyone prefer to receive payment in money. Okay, everyone prefer to receive payment in money. What is the reason? Because then exchange the money for things he or she wants. നമുക്ക് എന്താ വേണ്ടതെന്ന് വാങ്ങാൻ കഴിയും with the help of money. When there was barter system, exchanging goods was very difficult. Okay, exchanging goods, that was very difficult in case of a barter system. Demand of two persons for each other's commodity should have raised at the same time, otherwise exchange was not possible. Listen, demand of two persons for each other's commodity should have raised at the same time. We can, otherwise was not possible. There is it is a difficult process. This is called double coincidence of ones. Okay. Money had solved this problem because now people do not have to search for one who will be ready to exchange his goods. This is because money acts as a medium of exchange. Listen, money had solved this problem. Which problem? Double coincidence of ones. Because now people do not have to search for one who will be ready to exchange his goods. ഇപ്പോൾ ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് നമ്മുടെ പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ആരാ വാങ്ങുന്നതെന്ന് അന്വേഷിക്കേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഈസിലി വിത്ത് ദ ഹെൽപ്പ് ഓഫ് മണി അല്ലേ, പണത്തിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് അത് വിറ്റിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വി ക്യാൻ ബൈ എനി അതർ ഐറ്റം വിത്ത് ദ ഹെൽപ്പ് ഓഫ് മണി. Okay, because money acts as a medium of exchange. Is it clear? Money and credit. Today we discussed only one topic, that is money as a medium of exchange. Related to this topic, we discussed 10 questions. 1 mark question, 3 mark question, 5 mark questions. Total 10 questions here we discussed. Okay, you want to read your textbook very carefully, minimum 3 times you want to read, and also find the question answers and study well. Okay, thank you children.